if I go to that certain spot, kids should have bring them over.
Perhaps better weather.
And I'll bring fentanyl test strips too. I only have like maybe 20 but I'm getting more next week. I don't like that. I just think you should like blood. So drugs and restrictions has fentanyl and carry on as such. So whether it's meth or whatever, you should always have naloxone, like Xanax bars. But I give the test strips out to prepare a couple. All right, I'll let you guys.
Looks like I'm going to keep losing signal. I know you won't be able to see anything for a second, but I'll be closer to my hot. Can you even hear the music? The last song was really kicking ass. This one's just getting going. Buffering, yeah. Should get better now. I'm close to my hotspot. The YouTube Zoom is kind of weird. So tonight was like the big chili dinner, and I guess while we're here, every okay, good. I guess while we're here, every Friday night's going to be like some sort of like a impromptu, or I guess actually scheduled now, not impromptu, some sort of a scheduled music night thing. There's always something going on every day here at Slab City. Gosh, everybody, the busking bohemians, they're the ones that set it off. A bunch of dirty kids who are really good showed up and started playing. My friend Ben is here, my friend Chris is here, my friend Bart is here. Hollis, there's like everybody's here. I know it's dark to see anything. We have about 30 people, maybe. This is actually better to film from back here anyway. I'm back further because my internet, I've got my Wi-Fi booster connected to my hotspot in the house. My phone out here in the outside won't work, but with the hotspot booster. Yeah, I'm doing good. My hand's frozen. It's even down here in Slab City, it's kind of cold outside right now. But yeah, I'm doing good. Getting a little itchy though. Gonna start traveling again soon, which is gonna suck because I'm really having a blast with all these people. I've met some cool people, and I haven't hung around with a bunch of people and had fun like this since I was in my 20s. So it's gonna be kind of hard to pry myself away, but I got things I gotta do. And I just need a little time to recuperate. I've been partying like I'm in my 20s too. And I'm not. I'm not even close. Yeah, I mean, the Gold Club I'm a member of is having an outing this month. At the end, not this month, but the month we're almost in, March. And it's toward the end of the month, so I don't have to leave right away. But I gotta leave because I'm running out of everything. I gotta go do laundry, I gotta go get supplies. I got to fix my brakes. That's a big one. And I want to be back near my home area when I fix my brakes, because I have access to help and people I can borrow tools from. I probably would here, but not like I do back home. And being an old RV, can you even see it? Oh, that's not very good. Yes, thank you. Oh, they weren't doing that on purpose. Being an old RV, sometimes the parts are a little hard to come by and they got to order them. I get the wrong thing the first time. The next thing you know, I'm disabled for a month and a half waiting on parts. And I'd rather do that someplace where I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable here, but not like I would at home where I have, friends and family who will take me to the stores and stuff. These people probably would. My friends here, they'd probably take me to the stores. I just don't want to bug people. Today my scooter broke down coming back from an island. I stripped out the front gear. I was able to hitchhike back after walking quite a way, pushing the scooter and a ton of groceries. I think that's what stripped the gear out. My tire was getting a little low. I'm heavy. And then I started carrying a case of water and 2 full bags of groceries, and it just added too much weight. And when I started going uphill, it just stripped that chain. Might have got loose too, and that might have contributed. But yeah, so the scooter's down. I've got to get new parts. Yeah, I'm just standing. I'm doing a live video. I'm doing a live video, and so I'm standing right back that way. I'm not like in anybody's face. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, my Wi-Fi works better back here. Yeah. And then too, that's another thing. I have to help somebody with some stuff back home. That's another reason I kind of have to get back. And I have to see my doctor. I've got to see my doctor like every 3 months just to get all my medicine refilled and have my blood checked and all these other random things they do. Sometimes they'll do like EKG of my heart or MRI for my neck, or I never know what test he's going to do, but basically he will give me my meds if I see him every 3 or 4 months. And I could wait another month or 2 on that. That's not... But then I also have to go back and get my new tags, which came in the mail. I guess I could have them forwarded here. But we can only get UPS and FedEx deliveries here. If I want postal stuff, I'm going to have to go... I don't know how that works. Maybe I can get general delivery in an island. I don't know. It is warmer here. Well, except tonight. My hands are freezing tonight. Yeah. I even thought about renting a car just to go home and take care of some stuff, but there's like not even a car rental place around here. You had to go all the way down to El Centro to rent a car, like 50 miles the opposite direction. I was going to turn on the light and follow the dogs, but yeah. I think after I leave here, I'm going to go over to one of the pay-to-stay hot spring places nearby. About 200 miles, about 300 miles, but Kern County is what I call home. I grew up in Bakersfield. I call Lake Isabella home now. Ridgecrest is also part of Kern County, but it's the far eastern part, and that's where the gold camp is that I was going to go stay. I could stay there 6 months at a time if I have to, and it's close enough to home that people will come pick me up and take me to get things that I might need or loan me tools or any of that. And they're having a big group outing there, and I love to go to those group outings anyway. If I go home to Bakersfield, I got to go down a big hill, and I don't want to do that until I fix the brakes. But I found a route where I can get to the gold camp without any major hills, and depending on if they're still doing good there, if I go back home through Lake Isabella to Bakersfield, or even to Lake Isabella, that's a much easier climb and a much more gradual descent than going over the Grapevine or Tehachapi. Yeah, I know. Brakes aren't something to screw around with. I have a friend who's going to give me a couple of jack stands on my way back. I mean, I don't know. I had to add fluid in quartzite, and I got here, and they were fine. But then after, stop and go of coming in here, that was about 150 miles, I guess. And by the time I got here, the master cylinder was almost empty again, and they got soft. So as long as I know where it's leaking. It's leaking from the driver's side, their drum brakes, what do you call it? The cylinder, the piston, the little part that, if you know what I'm talking about, that opens up so that it'll push the pads against the drum. Yeah. And part of me does just want to fix it here, even though the ground here is like strangely soft. You see what's happened to and that happened like the first day I got here, but it is fairly level. So yeah, drum brakes all the way around. Yeah, I know. So I don't know if I'm gonna take them apart. If I can make it home, or at least to Ridgecrest, which is close to home, I may just take it to a shop and have them redo the entire brake system. I don't know. I don't even know what that would cost. I can do a lot of the work myself, but I'd kind of rather, being that I live in it with everything I own, have it done by somebody who really knows what they're doing. And I'm not talking about like Midas or anything like that, where they're just training kids right out of high school to fix brakes. I'd take it to like a mom and pop brake shop where they've been in business for 10 years or more. There's a bunch of those back home, and they'll give better prices anyway. 300 miles. Where I'd like to get, where I grew up, where most of my friends and family are, and where there's a lot of stores where I should be able to get parts, is Bakersfield. But that's 300 miles, and that's down a hill, a big hill, no matter how I look at it. Ridgecrest, where I wanted to go next anyway, that's 200 miles, no real hills. I've been thinking about that. After I leave here, there's really nothing here in Nyland. In the other direction, starts to be a little more something. And so, well, excuse me, Internet. I guess the Internet didn't like that. I got too far from the hotspot device. Forgot what I was saying now. Huh? No, it wasn't you. I'm doing a live, and I was talking about what I'm going to do next, and then I lost signal, and that's what made me forget what I was doing. I'm talking about how I'm going to go fix my brakes after here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's got to be a place around here. Yeah, I might go up near Indio or down towards Brawley and find a brake shop there. Down the hill, yeah. It's all pretty flat around here, so my brakes, one of them is leaking fluid out of their drum brakes. And so I think as long as I keep fluid in it, I'll be able to get somewhere.
As long as the line doesn't split completely.
It's not the line, it's the little, I don't know if you call it a piston or a caliper, but it's
like the inside thing.
That little thing, yeah. And so, it started happening in quartzite, and I filled the master cylinder back up, and it was no problems until I got here. And then I parked for a couple days, and when I went to level out, I got up onto the blocks, and I was like, oh, these brakes are really, really soft. So I checked, and sure enough, the reservoir was low again.
Yeah, so you've got to rebuild your bike.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm going to have to work on it, I want to just redo them all the way around. Everything but the line. And maybe even the rubber parts of the lines, The metal parts will probably be fine. But
Brawley.
Yeah, probably. I've got Brawley, or did you say Brawley or Probably? Brawley, yeah.
Thinking Calipatria would be too small. Definitely not Nyland.
I was almost thinking Indio or Coachella if I go north. That's a ways.
But those towns are smaller. I think Brawley.
Oh, really? They're even
Brawler
smaller?
is kind of close to El Centro, too, which is a big city,
And the other worry I had was, years ago I had a 1969 Ford van.
No, actually, Indio's not small.
Not too bad. Years ago I had a 1969 Ford van, and I went to rebuild the brakes on that, and I needed a new spring kit. just that one part took 10 days for them to order. And that was in a pretty good sized town, you know. So that's the thing that really worries me is being broke down somewhere or waiting 10 days on a part. That's
Well, yeah, right. You say put
Yeah.
my thing back together, and then you take it apart in another 9 days.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
need my vehicle.
yeah, that's true. They could always put it back together till the parts get there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, you make sure you tell them. Say, listen, I'm going to be camped behind your shop for the next 9
That
days.
was the other thing I thought. In Brawley, they might be more
receptive.
Yeah, to
because
that.
This is the lifestyle.
Yep.
here, right?
Yep.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. I might make some calls and do that. What are they saying? There's a Napa 9 miles south. Good to know. Thanks. I don't never do live streams, but after seeing Paul do them all the time, it's got me encouraged to do live streams now.
You're okay. He
My
always brings
first-
them down. He does them and then makes them disappear.
Yeah, I noticed that. My first live stream, I was just out of curiosity sitting in front of my RV over at the RTR, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go live like this. And some other guy, I didn't know who it was, walks in front of me with a tripod. He starts doing a live stream like 10 foot in front of me, and I go, who is that? And I go, oh, Paul. He goes, yeah, I'm live streaming. I said, so am I.
Yeah, me and Paul live stream sometimes.
Yeah.
He live streams a lot.
Yeah,
I have to get on my video game, but I've been very busy the last couple months.
yeah.
I'm almost at 1,000.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
like
good.
I have like 30 to go.
Yeah.
That's my first goal, and then I said I'll put some more effort into it.
That's one of the things that I've been doing lives for.
And I
'cause
still need another 232,000 minutes of watch time. But
what
take it.
your channel is? Hold
Wonderful
on. I knew it. I was going to guess that. Wonderful Story. If you guys are still watching, you want to go check out Joe's channel. It's Wonderful Story.
yeah, 3 words with no spaces. Wonderful story.
Wonderful Story. 3 words with no spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one person watching,
Should I?
but I was up to 5 at one point.
Only one?
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? It's too dark.
Yeah, they can't see anything,
No, they're not gonna watch that.
and they don't like hearing about mechanical issues.
No, no one gives. No, that's fine. People don't mind that. This they
Yeah.
they can't see that.
Yeah, the zoom is really weird on this one. It's like real, not on my regular camera, but on the
Try to
on the
give other people tune in.
YouTube live. The zoom is. Joe was
I was at the RTR for a day. I went into the RTR. I run RTR chatter, but I was concentrated during this time period that you guys were at the RTR on facilitating this camp, so that we would have a place to come
Yeah,
to.
he's
after
the one that put
RTR.
together Spaceport 42 here for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But if you were at the van build, I was there as well. You know, I get around. I've been known to travel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just telling the people on the video. I'm like, I'm really enjoying it here, but I'm also kind of getting itchy feet again.
Well,
already,
that's, yeah,
so-
well, I mean, we're nomads.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a lifestyle.
I'm having my teeth done in algodonis. Otherwise, I'd probably be just about ready to go myself. I have
Yeah.
to be here another 2 months.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm heading home is I'm supposed to see my doctor back in Bakersfield.
We haven't done.
Nothing, just
or-
regular checkups, and they got me on like 8 medications, and so I gotta, yeah, I probably don't need half of them. I quit all the depression medications. That's why I travel. I don't get depressed if I travel.
Right.
You know, and the fucking depression medications never helped anyway. They just either wired me up or turned me into a zombie.
I'm not big on any pills.
Yeah,
Not my thing.
I take.
I had high cholesterol and diabetes. They say pre-diabetic, but then I saw my blood sugar numbers and I was full-blown diabetic. But they don't give you that classification until you have been that high for 6 months.
They got me on 2 or 3 diabetes medications,
I just changed my
cholesterol
diet.
medication.
Changed my diet. All that shit went away.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
I did. All of it went away.
Yeah.
I'm totally good now.
I know a lot of it is diet, especially today with like all the corn syrups and everything.
It
And
was the meat and cheese.
really,
Yeah.
huh?
So insulin, they always say, affects how you process the sugars and the carbohydrates, and that's true. So they say,
Yeah.
don't eat the carbs. But the reality is, why is the insulin not working well? Insulin is one of those things that the fat inside your cells actually makes it not work as well.
Huh.
It doesn't let it bind, so that you can then get potassium in or some crap like that.
Huh.
So yeah, so you go on basically take the fat out of your diet, which is basically meat and cheese and oil,
Yeah,
and all that shit went away. That's exactly what I did.
kind of like a keto diet.
No, keto's all fat. He does the opposite.
Oh.
What they actually call mine is called the Starch Solution. It's the one I'm following. It's done by Dr. McDougall. He's on the internet. He has thousands and thousands and thousands
Is
and
it called
thousands
again?
of
The what
videos.
solution?
The Starch Solution? I eat
Starch
pretty much all
solution.
starch.
Oh,
And
okay.
people are like, how can that be for
Like
diabetes?
potatoes and rice and stuff like
Potatoes,
that?
rice, and beans every day.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, potatoes, rice, and beans, all different types. I make
Yeah, yeah.
curries, I make,
Huh.
seasoned Cuban beans, and,
Huh.
whatever, yeah.
I know beans are really good for you. I know that.
They can be. I mean, you have to be careful.
Yeah, there's
with
different
them.
types
You gotta
too.
cook them.
Yeah.
As long as you cook them, they're totally delicious
Yeah.
and healthy. So people are like, where do you get your protein? I get my protein from the same place the animals that we get it from, the vegetables. You really need the protein for the missing amino acids.
I hate to say it, but if I'm borderline diabetic, alcohol's not good.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Well, I'm beyond borderline. I'm full blown, and I know it's not good. But I don't normally drink. I've drank more in the last 2 months than I have in the
Yeah.
last 10 years.
Yeah, I agree with you. You're living in not a great environment.
That's one of the reasons I'm getting kind of itchy feet too. Like when everybody else is drinking, it's just so tempting. And now I'm used to it. I've been doing it every night for not every night. I didn't drink last night or the night before.
No, I quit drinking.
And this is only one beer tonight. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of nursing it.
You're fine, dude.
Yeah,
One beer is not going to hurt you.
yeah,
And like I said, it's really not the carbs.
yeah,
It's really
yeah,
not. I swear to God, it's not.
yeah.
If you want, I'll give you a list of like 6 or 7 doctors I listen to on the internet, and these are actual MDs, guys who used to be like cardiac surgeons and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, I don't care about all these other diets that you've heard from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, they're wrong.
Well, that's
and
one
here's the
that I might
science.
could eat. That's one that I might could do because I like potatoes, beans, and rice.
That's right. They're the comfort.
You know what I
foods.
mean? Yeah.
They're absolutely the comfort. I'm
Yeah.
losing 10 pounds a month, and I'm not even trying. People like, are you starving yourself?
Wow.
Dude, I eat 4 baked potatoes for lunch with beans on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or chili on it, or vegetarian chili.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's still fucking chili, right?
Oh, the dogs are
I
playing.
shouldn't cuss.
I
Sorry
cuss
about
in
that.
my videos all the
I
time.
know. Still.
I did try to stop doing it for a while, and I maybe tone it down a little bit, but
Well,
it's just.
we have to
I just
be
talk
us,
how I
right?
talk. Exactly.
Yeah, we
Have
just
to
we
BS.
talk how we talk. I try to watch it. I apologize if I do it, for no reason.
Yeah, I went to
At the end
bed.
of the day, what are we gonna do? We're
I
not
took
angels.
I took a little nap right around sundown, and there was like 6 people here and like one person playing music, and then I woke back up and it's like a whole group and like 5 or 6 people playing.
Here?
Yeah, there
Oh,
were.
tonight.
Yeah,
Tonight.
just now. Yeah.
Tonight, I just got back this afternoon. So
Okay.
from Algodones.
Oh, you went all the way to Algodones today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had my 5th implant done. So
Nice.
I'm having a total of 5 done
I'm
here.
thinking
bone
about
graft.
doing something like that. See, I got some insurance that'll do a lot of stuff here, but it won't do everything.
Dude, whatever you need done, I have a doctor who's a oral surgeon. He's a periodontist, and he was a referral from a guy who lived in Quartzsite for 15 years.
Okay.
This is my 5th implant. I have to say, 2 extractions. I've brought maybe a half a dozen people to him. Everyone has said, best dentist, very gentle bedside manner. And everyone
Nice.
goes in with the same thing. Like, we're going to let see what he comes up with. We know what we need, and nails it every time. No oversell.
Nice.
He's like, these are your options. You do what you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So I have to say I was very blessed to have found this person as a referral, and I'll share that information.
Yeah. You got my Facebook, right?
Yeah, of course.
Send me that on a Facebook message. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I have his price sheet and his business
nice.
card.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll play around. But I go down now, from every year forward, from here I'm going to go down there for a cleaning on the way in and a cleaning on the way out, and a follow-up and a checkup with this guy. There's no reason not to.
We're not sure if anybody's gonna stay the summer or not.
I'm not.
Yeah, nobody wants to.
I'm
We
gonna
figure
stay-
if we have to, we'll pick a new spot next year.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. If we
Yeah.
get a new spot, we go to a different spot, guys.
Yeah.
The Slabs is large. It's a square mile.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah.
Plus all the outside areas, right? And
Yeah.
you have BLM next to us. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason that we have to be here. This was a project this year. Next year, this might be someone's home. And that's the best thing. Every year, the Slabs is dynamic. It changes. This year, there's services here. We have restaurants. We can eat
Yeah,
here.
I
Every
was
day. Last
blown
year,
away by how
you
many
couldn't
things
get
you could
a
get
meal
here.
except once a week.
On the
Sunday.
way in, there's a green cross of a weed store
Yeah.
right on the main
That's right.
strip when
That's
you
right.
come in.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, there's a place selling showers. There's 3 or 4 restaurants, 4 or 5 bars,
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
It's really a little community here.
It absolutely is. I don't want to say regenerative because the Slabs is changing. Next year, none of this might be here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yep, and it could be twice as hot next year.
That's right. We
and-
got blessed with
Yeah.
great weather this year.
Yeah.
Last year, it was 10 degrees, hotter 2 weeks ago.
That's true. I keep complaining about the cold, but all I have to really do is think about how hot it could be.
I was gonna say
And
our vehicles get hot in the mid 80s.
We're calling for mid 80s this coming week. They're saying, yeah.
That's right, and everyone's gonna get ready to itch and bug out. Watch.
Yep.
As soon as we hit the 80, 84, I'm gonna say 30% of the camp is gonna go to higher elevation.
Yeah.
I'm literally only staying because I have 2 more months with my teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, for as long as I am. I mean, I love it here. But
I think I was planning on leaving maybe Monday or Tuesday, but I'm kind of thinking about staying until the end of the week because I came in on the 1st, and so if I stay till the end of the month, then I can say I was a whole month literally in the slabs.
yeah, you could do that. Sure.
Yeah. Or I could just leave 3 days early and just say it anyway.
I was gonna say no one would disrespect
Yeah.
you for saying.
And it was
You say you
February.
How long were you there? I was there a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have to remember, 4 weeks is a month, really.
Yeah.
So
I've
it's
never.
only 24 days.
Normally, I never stay anywhere more than 2 weeks. Normally, I don't have enough water, but with the water tank we've had here to supplement the water I brought, I've been.
That was the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brought water in. We got garbage, so people have been hopefully utilizing that.
Yeah. I got a bag in last week. Yeah. What days did they pick?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Just Saturday.
So tomorrow, I better get ready.
Oh,
If there's
yeah.
room, I'll throw one out there tomorrow.
Put it in a black bag so it was nice,
Yeah.
neat.
I get those
everything.
big contractor bags so
Yeah.
they don't tear or nothing. Well,
I'm sure
they
they'll
don't
have a
tear
mess,
easily.
so
Yeah.
if they get that up early.
Yep.
Back there.
I don't know who cleans up camp every morning, but somebody goes through every morning and picks up everything. I'm
Should
usually
be a
still
group
asleep.
effort, I would think.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on one. We had the same problem down the other side.
Yeah.
It's funny. I keep saying one side, the other. It's the same freaking camp.
Yeah. I call this the.
Left and right is what I've been calling them.
Well, I'm referring to each fire pit as an engine, and this is the west engine, and that's the east engine.
Funny.
Yeah.
The other people are saying north and south. I'm saying left and right.
Yeah. And I
It's
say
really just
east
one
and
camp.
west. Yeah, really, though, it's just one
It's
big
just
camp.
This side has more trees. That side had more work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There are more trees on this side.
Yeah.
You're
well,
right.
that's because the other ones were burned down.
Oh, because there was a trailer fire there.
Oh, there was a trailer fire. There was a junkyard fire. There was
A few fires, yeah.
There was something evil going on down there.
Okay.
The person was trying to burn the earth, I think, scorch it.
Huh.
So the official story is that I got from the person who was there as it burned down. It was in the middle of summer, about 110, 120 degrees. Her generator was running, and it ran out of gas. So she walked over to the skate park, right, a block or two away.
Yeah.
Got a gallon of gas and brought it back, poured it in. Now she poured hot gas on a 120-degree day on a hot generator.
Yeah.
Started it up and went inside her vehicle. And then she says about 10 minutes later she smelled smoke. She obviously lit the fumes on fire. I mean, you gotta remember, her house was surrounded by a garbage pile, right? Or
Yeah.
a hoard. Let's just call it a hoard, not a garbage
Yeah.
pile. It was her hoard, her art hoard.
Yeah.
Her artistic hoard. And, yeah, it's a pretty horrible story, but her kids were not in it. They were at a friend's house, and her Scrappy wasn't with her either. So it was just her. It was an accident.
Yeah.
But because that hoard was there, and they had carpets down and all this, and it just,
Just took off.
crazy. 120 degrees. It's kindling.
Yeah.
People are like, well, how did it all burn so fast? It's kindling out here.
And when it's that hot out already, it don't take much, yeah.
No, and there's no, winds start blowing, temperatures up, there's no moisture.
Back home, we had a fire come through in Lake Isabella, and it started at like 3 in the afternoon, and before 4, it had like wiped out 4 communities and traveled like 40 miles.
Yeah.
Because there was a 60-mile-an-hour wind,
Yep,
and it
that's
was the
all it
middle of summer already anyway. And actually, it was late June. It wasn't even middle of summer, but it was hot.
They don't have to worry about that too much here. The winds, because, where they're going to blow from one bush to the other,
Yeah.
50 feet away.
Yeah.
But the winds will definitely destroy your camp.
Yeah.
Right? Anything that's touching. But that's the nice thing about the desert. But the bad thing is we also have no trees.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Oz, who lives here all year. I said, Oz, what do you do during the summer? And he's like, we only come out at night, and even then it's a struggle.
I tell you, back home in Bakersfield, Lake Isabella's almost as bad. Bakersfield's worse. When I was a kid, 117 usually. I mean, 110 to 120 most of the summer. If it goes to 105, they call it a cooling spell. But that's only July and August. It's not like that all summer.
I was gonna say they're hitting 100 here before I leave in May.
Yeah.
I mean, this literally is the south part of the United States.
The gold camp I'm going to when I finally leave here near Ridgecrest, which is also desert, the caretaker has a giant carport that they park their trailer under. And so that gives them a layer of shade, which is a start. And then I don't know what the new caretakers do, but the old caretaker, he would always go buy those Predator generators at Harbor Freight because they would break every 3 months, and he could keep returning them over and over and over and over. And so he'd just have one of those generators running all day. What do nomads that have IBS do? I have no idea.
You use, what do you mean? What do? You go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah. You go through a lot more buckets.
I have had my gallbladder removed. When I first started this journey, 1 month into it, it went bad, and I had that issue. And yeah, a lot of buckets.
A lot of buckets.
Until I got it straightened
Where's
out.
there? Somebody said it's snowing here. Where's here?
Everywhere else except for here.
I know it's snowing back in Lake Isabella, and that's not far. Yeah, it hasn't snowed here.
Yes, it did. The mountains were covered.
Well,
Mountains.
yeah. The mountains did, but right
That's why
here,
it's so
right
cold here, because as soon as that sun goes away, that cold air
hits
just
the
drops
mountains,
the mountains, and it just drops, and we're right here at the low part
and
of
it
the
blows
valley.
over that ice, and it's like an air
Yeah,
conditioner.
that's
Yeah.
essentially what we call it. We call it ice blow.
Have I ever camped in Palmdale? I don't think so. I think I came through Palmdale on my way down here. No, that was 29 Palms.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be able to spell that off the top of my head either.
ALBERQ.
I don't know.
RQE.
RQUE. Okay.
Make a left turn at Albuquerque.
Right.
That was the abominable snowman from Bugs Bunny.
Yep. He was always
George.
trying to find Pismo Beach
Yes.
Yeah.
Pismo Beach.
for the clams. Where do I recommend in Bakersfield? You mean to camp?
That's a go-go
I think they mean to camp. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would head over there, but I have to. My cell phone doesn't get signal by the fire, and I've got a hotspot in a Wii booster here, so it reads somehow, so it works over here.
Verizon? Doesn't work over there?
No, I'm AT&T.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. But
AT&T works, but you kind of have to stand still.
Yeah, and with the booster, I got the antenna up top.
Yeah.
And so that helps
That
a
works
lot. But yeah,
I had the same thing. I have the AT&T on the roof.
The guy said where in Bakersfield. I think he means where to camp. If you're just looking for a place to stay the night, like all the Walmarts in Bakersfield allow overnight parking. Camping World allows overnight parking. It used to even give you free power if you parked overnight at Camping World. Yeah, freecampsites.net is always a good place. Just outside of Bakersfield to the west, like 20 miles, is a place called the Carrizo Plains. And people go there every spring for the wildflower bloom, which is supposed to be a super bloom this year. To the east of Bakersfield is Lake Isabella, about 40 miles east, up through the Kern River Canyon. That's the other place I consider home. I've got a million videos about it, and there's a lot of free camping up there. I wonder if he meant where to eat. I don't know what he meant. Something. I grew up there. So, but the guy said, "Where do you recommend?" And I'm like, "Recommend for what?" Yeah. They probably said
maybe
it.
to go out. Actually, that might be in Bakersfield. Where would you go out?
Yeah, where would you go out to eat?
Or, to entertain yourself in
Or
the
just for
evening?
entertainment. Downtown is the entertainment area, or the Buck Owens Crystal Palace. They usually have some sort of live music there and supposedly real good food, but it's not cheap. Lengthwise Brewing is the cool place if you want interesting foods and you like to drink. I don't know. There's not a whole lot in
city. I was
Bakersfield.
going to say, city living is so droll. What do you have to do? You can go out to eat and go out to drink. That's about it. Maybe go play bowling.
Do they have hot hookers? If you consider tweaked out hookers hot, maybe.
And on that note, I want to go get warm.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean on the trailer. My legs going numb. Good talking. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some crazy stuff at the Walmarts in Bakersfield. Really, at Walmarts everywhere, I've seen some crazy things. Take what you can get. Yeah, hear that. Well, there was like 5 people playing when I first came out. And it's kind of like toning down now. I'll keep going for a little while longer. My leg's falling asleep though. I got the cervical stenosis. It's a bone spur growing on my neck, on my spine, impinging into my nerve canal. And so I have to go back to Bakersfield every like 3, 4, 5 months. I could have it done on the road. I got to get another MRI. and make sure it's not getting worse. They want to do a surgery. I'm putting it off as long as I can. If I get bumped the wrong way, like real hard, rear end accident or something, I could go paralyzed. So that's the main reason I got to go back. There are other reasons I want to head back, but I need to go check in with my doctors about that. It may get better. I saw a chiropractor who said sometimes those bone spurs will dissolve themselves. So I'm sure if anything can help with dissolving, the alcohol can, right? I'm sort of kidding, but you never know. No, I'll probably have to have the surgery. I told him I'd do it after my old dog passed, and that's happened now. But I got a few other things I want to do. I'm going to try to put the surgery off till fall. Unless it starts hurting worse. I started taking CBD. You'd think, I smoke so much weed anyway, but no. CBD is great shit. My old dog, he didn't walk for months until I put him on CBD. The vet said he'd probably never walk again. She said he was, say bye now. Here's some meds, keep him comfortable. But when I put him on the CBD, he started walking again within a week. Blew my mind. So after seeing that, I'm like, you know what? I've got to try CBD. I used to wake up every single morning with my left arm numb and in pain. And no, it's not my heart. They checked my heart. I have a slightly enlarged left ventricle, but that's old news. That's not the issue. It is the nerve impingement. And then when I sleep, it makes it worse. But since I have a recipe for you all to cook, ground beef cabbage, curry powder. I'll have to go back and read the comments if I can. I don't know how to read the comments from a live after it's over. Have I been recording for 37 minutes? Wow. So anyways, I started taking the CBD, and it was weird. I've always worried because the stuff's expensive, and you never know if you're really getting the real CBD. The company that made the stuff for my dog, it's like $60 a bottle for people. And I'm kind of a cheapskate, I'm not rich. But over in Quartzsite at the show, they had a guy selling CBD and giving samples. So I took a sample of it, and within like 20 minutes, I felt my entire, it's expensive. Within like 20 minutes, I felt my entire nervous system tingle. It was weird. It only did that the first dose. But like I could feel it from my neck all the way down both arms into my legs, like a tingling. And I thought, that's weird, and whatever. And I went home and I took it, and the next morning I woke up and my arm wasn't numb. It still hurts sometimes, but not nearly as bad as it did before. And so I've been taking it for a month now, and like I said, it's not completely gone, but it's a lot better. I read up on it, and apparently CBD has some sort of nerve blocking functions in it. And at the show there, I got a special deal. I had to buy 5 bottles, but by buying 5 bottles, I got them for $40 a piece. Each bottle should last me about a month. It's still expensive, but I have a bone spur on my spine that is pushing into my nerve canal. That's why. And it's like halfway collapsed. It's kind of bad. But they said I don't have to do the surgery right now. But I should. I think so. I don't know exactly what the CBD is doing. I heard that it can block nerves. It may be helping with the swelling. It's fucking, I couldn't believe it. The reason I tried it was after seeing what it did for my dog. And then after they gave me that sample and I could feel it do something, I'm like, okay, I got to go buy a bottle. And I bought 1 bottle. And that's when the guy told me, if you come back and buy 4 more before this show's over, we will give you the special deal. It was like 35 or 40 a bottle that way. And you can order them from that company online anytime. It's AOCBD. You can get 1 bottle or the 5-bottle deal online plus shipping. I haven't ordered from them online yet. I just got it from them live there in Quartzsite. I want to walk close to the music and the fire, but I'll probably lose signal. Yeah, if you can, even if you can just get like a small vial once to try it for a few days. I started noticing a difference like almost immediately. And I should have tried it sooner after seeing how it helped my dog. But there are... Oh, I didn't lose signal. But I got to talk more quietly now that I'm by people. Yeah, there's all I got was from a company called Therapeutic Essentials, and I got it at the California medical marijuana shop. But this other stuff, they from the Wi-Fi. What I was saying, I don't know when it cut me off. Anyways, what I was saying, the one I got for my dog was from a company called Therapeutic Essentials. And I got it at a weed store in Bakersfield, California, a medical marijuana store. So I had a pretty high confidence that it would be legit. There are a lot of companies selling fake CBD. They just squirt some vegetable oil in a bottle and sell it for $60 a bottle and say, here you go, CBD. And even with CBD, I'll get to the name in 1 second. Even with CBD, there's also CBD from tinctures and CBD from isolate extract. Isolate extract is the preferred, the best, the most pure. The one I got for my dog was from a company called Therapeutic Essentials. They also make it for people. But the one that I got at the show in Quartzsite was called, I'm pretty sure, AO, as in apples, oranges, AO CBD. AO CBD. CBD is in cat, Bob, dog. CBD. Apple, orange, cat, Bob, dog. Say that 10 times fast. And the guy, I spoke with the guy, he ran a rock and gem show shop thing there and at the big tent in Quartzsite. Not the big tent, but at Tyson Wells, the next bigger tent. And he grew his own hemp back home, or his own weed, or whatever. He extracts, I'm pretty sure it's extracted from hemp. I don't know. And with the gummy bears, there's so many. There's so many brands. I've even made my own gummy bears, but they weren't CBD, they were THC. They may have had some CBD in them, but the gummy bears I made were not just for medical purposes. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's made from hemp. It's either made from hemp or full-on weed. But if it's made full-on weed, then it'll have THC in it, and which is cool too if you want THC. But a lot of people just want the healing benefits without the high, and so that's when it's good to go with the hemp-derived from the isolate. Oh, Are you allergic to the THC or the CBD though? Most people who are allergic to the THC. There's no high associated with CBD. Yeah, that's a bummer. You might want to look though, because like dogs, if you give a dog THC, even the slightest amount, that dog will get like almost like having seizures. But the CBD you can give to a dog and they don't have any of that effects. So maybe, I don't know. It depends on how allergic you are. If you're not going to die, if it's just like bad reaction, then it might be worth trying someday. If it did work out, and anything that can get rid of somebody's pain. I mean, believe me, I know all too much about pain. Yeah. More and more doctors are getting on board with it, I've noticed. That's another reason I want to go home, is I want to tell my doctor about it. Tell him, what I'm feeling. It could be placebo effect. It could be, but that would be me. It could be a placebo effect. That doesn't explain why my dog started walking again after, I don't even know how many months. It was like 4, 5, 6 months. He didn't walk at all. And then I gave him that, and within a week, he was up walking. He wasn't running around like a puppy, but blew my mind. And I had heard great things about it. I was always a believer. But after seeing it firsthand, yeah, I really became a believer. This has been a really fun trip here. I've been having a great time. I need to go inside and get another beer is what I need to do. They have a bar over here, but I am not up for hard drinks. I just want something to sip while I stand outside by the music. I wonder if I'll lose everybody if I set the phone down for a minute. Well, you guys can just go with me. I don't usually record in the house because it's not like it's dirty, it's just disorganized severely. Whoa. Oh, my candy canes fell out of the fridge. You guys see my new barbecue? I fucking love that thing. I'll make a video about that later. Sorry, I'm cursing again. Sierra wants to come out, so I might have to finish this video soon because it's hard to walk her and hold the phone at the same time. Sounds like something's going on. Maybe whiskey a little later, but I'm kind of weak. I have to drink good tasting whiskey. I like this stuff called Bird Dog. They make flavored whiskeys and aged whiskey, and all of theirs is pretty smooth. Lately, I've been getting into cinnamon whiskey. The first one I got was called Sinfire. It's good stuff. And then I got some Jack Daniel's cinnamon whiskey, and that was good stuff too. But now I'm just drinking Fireball. It's good stuff too. But yeah, I'm not really a drinker. I've only been drinking the last couple months. I'm more of a smoker, weed, not cigarettes. And so when I do drink, it has to be something that tastes good. I've known people who get sick where they like literally vomit from smoking weed. It's an actual medical condition. I've read about it. It affects something like 5% or less of the population. It's not super common. I used to think my friends were crazy until I saw an actual news article about it, and I'm like, wow. So yeah, there is, and that's true with anything. There are people that are allergic to almost anything. There's somebody who's allergic to it, apparently. That's why they have such trouble testing people for allergies. There are so many possible allergies out there. And then there are the ones that are more common, like fish and nut allergies, bee allergies. I'm allergic to vegetables and exercise. I'm kidding. No, this is, I love socializing. I'm usually such a hermit nomad. I usually camp by myself, just me and my pets. I have a few friends who come around every once in a while. I meet new people on the road. I like to go to hot springs because that's always a good place to socialize. At the springs, you can meet new people. But hanging with a tribe like this, a group, a tribe we're calling ourselves, it's been pretty fun. And I think, okay, don't quote me on this, but I think we are going to be starting really soon a hopefully kind of unique YouTube channel. My friends Rico and Laney from the Busking Bohemians, that's their channel. Go check them out. They are some of the musicians tonight. I don't know which. I'm so far away. They're going to try to get, like, every week a video from everybody in our group. And we have a huge group here. You want to go walk with me and see? Oh, I'll lose signal probably. Well, maybe not. I'm trying to figure out if I can turn the flash on somehow. Well, let's just see what happens. If I lose signal, bear with me. I'll head back. Oh, we could take this with us. If I don't break it. This is one of those solar motion sensor lights. probably lose 40 people viewers go away. I know I'm losing signal. I want to take you guys down here to the sign. It's so dark even with this light. This sign isn't even the end of our block. The sign isn't even the end of our block. It's like 3/4 of the way down. This is our UPS and FedEx delivery here at Spaceport 42. I think somebody might be sleeping in that tent, so we'll talk quietly and leave fast. Look at the sign. Is that awesome or what? Okay, wait, we gotta read the thing. The numerology number 42, nurturing number primarily focused on individuals, families, and community. Number resonates with a pragmatic individuals and relationships to what 42 decides is ideal. The energy the number 42 represents is idealistic, but also pragmatic. It resonates responsibility, and it's a nurturer, nurturing individuals, family, and community towards the idealism 42 has assumed. Now, I should have had Joe explain the whole backstory to how it became Spaceport 42, but it's a reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Here's some of the trash they've been cleaning up here. Okay, we're heading back to the music, I promise. I'm probably going to have to stop this soon, though, because, well, I got to take my dog for a walk. I got to go for this kind of a walk. Probably don't want to do that on video. And my hand's getting tired. And I've been going for almost an hour. We'll keep it going right to the 1 hour mark. I'll stick with it for 7 more minutes. I just can't get over that decal. I love that. I shouldn't sing, I know. The violin adds a different something to every song I've noticed. The violinist is a gal they call Violinda. And you'll see her in a lot of people's videos. If you're watching this tribe. Did I finish I never finished my thought earlier, did I? We're gonna try to put out a video once a week. They will. They're gonna run the page with all of us nomads, and we're each gonna contribute 30 seconds every week, or a minute.
Okay, the first raffle that we're drawing is for the bacon.
Okay, we're doing a raffle now, so I guess I'm gonna get off here, and I got raffle tickets. I don't want to miss it talking to you guys. We're standing too far back, so thanks for watching, everybody. Here's my sign out. Do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you you can't.